Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics edition number 179.1. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released June 17th, 2015, beginning alphabetically with Armor Wars number 2. Who is the Iron Hand? The mystery of a Technopolis superhero's murder deepens. Baron Tony Stark and the Domain's Thor and armored Jim Rhodes uncover clues that could shake Technopolis to its very core. Are Wilson Fisk and Arno Stark in league? Next we have Big Thunder Mountain Railroad number 4 of 5. Abby Bullion strikes back. Abby throws her lot in with the bandits, but who can she really trust? Big Thunder is in dire straits, but mining profits are the least of Bullion's worries. We've also got Bucky Barnes the Winter Soldier number 9. Whole Planet Takeover. Daisy Johnson goes on a hunt to a gun planet, which is a planet that is an actual gun. Ventolin versus... and the lies fly wide and far. Or do they? The trans-dimensional team-up, Bucky number 1 and Bucky number 2, are ready to sort things out. Next we have Darth Vader number 1 Director's Cut. Experience the monumental return of the iconic Star Wars franchise to the House of Ideas with the first issue of this blockbuster ongoing series. Taking place immediately after the events of Star Wars A New Hope, this explosive comic follows new adventures of the popular Dark Lord from the original trilogy. Created in close partnership with Lucasfilm, this new Star Wars title exists as part of the canon of the Star Wars universe. This Director's Cut version features the entire first issue. Read Darth Vader number 1 again or for the very first time. Then go behind the scenes as you experience the making of this landmark debut. See script pages and in-progress artwork from each issue as the Star Wars universe is brought to life as only Marvel could. The world of Star Wars has made its historic return to Marvel, and no fan can afford to miss out on this blockbuster ongoing series. We've also got Deadpool's Secret Wars number 2 of 4. If a secret war happens on a secret planet in secret space and no one hears about it, did it really happen? That's what you'll be asking about this series for years to come. And the answer is yes. Deadpool really did mess with the original Secret Wars. Next we have Deathlok number 9. Can Henry Hayes take down Biotech on their home turf? What game are Agent Hope and Michael Collins playing? And will Domino play along? What happens when you put two Deathloks in a room together? We've also got George Romero's Empire of the Dead, Act 3, number 3 of 5. The final chapter in George Romero's epic Empire of the Dead saga continues. Election Day. Will Chandrake retain his rule, or will Chili Dobbs have his day? Will the election even matter as the rebellion's shock and awe tactics threaten the city? Detective Perez makes a terrifying discovery. Next we have Magneto number 19. The Earth is on a collision course with Oblivion, and Magneto has taken it upon himself to stop it. But acquiring the means he'll need to do it may lead Magneto into a confrontation with one of the X-Men's most gruesome foes. Enter Sugar Man. We've also got Moon Knight number 16. Moon Knight finds himself fighting against high-flying threats. With his world shakier than ever, an attack from above may finish him off. Next we have Ms. Marvel number 16. When the world is about to end, do you still keep fighting? From the moment Kamala put on her costume, she's been challenged, but nothing has prepared her for this, the last days of the Marvel Universe. Fists up, let's do this, Jersey City, plus a very special guest appearance fans have been clamoring for. We've also got Old Man Logan number 2. He may be an old man, but never before has the world needed Logan as much as it does now. The people he loved have become mere memories. The world that he loved has decayed, becoming a festering wasteland. But in a world devoid of heroes, even someone who is the best there is at what he does may find themselves overmatched by evil. Next we have Runaways number 1. The best and brightest teens from all corners of Battleworld are chosen to attend a prestigious school on the planet's capital. But what does the new class do when they discover the school's beloved headmaster is actually a diabolical supervillain? Run away! A Secret Wars story like none other from the remarkable minds of Noel Stevenson and Sanford Greene. We've also got Squadron Sinister number 1. They're the world's greatest villains, the Squadron Sinister, and they're taking Battleworld by force in this Secret Wars tie-in for fans of crime epics like The Godfather, The Sopranos, and Sons of Anarchy. But will controlling one domain be enough for Hyperion and his gang? Next we have Star Wars number 1 Director's Cut. Experience the monumental return of the iconic Star Wars franchise to the House of Ideas with the first issue of this blockbuster ongoing series. Taking place immediately after the events of Star Wars A New Hope, This explosive comic follows new adventures of beloved characters from the original trilogy. Created in close partnership with Lucasfilm, this new Star Wars title exists as part of the canon for the Star Wars universe. This director's cut version features the entire first issue. Read Star Wars #1 again or for the very first time. Then go behind the scenes as you experience the making of this landmark debut. See script pages and in-progress artwork from each issue as the Star Wars universe is brought to life as only Marvel could. The world of Star Wars has made its historic return to Marvel, and no fan can afford to miss out on this blockbuster ongoing series. And we have Thors #1, the Thors of every domain, together in one book, as cosmic cops. Whenever there's trouble on Battleworld, the Thors answer the call, but a string of mysterious murders leaves some of them asking questions that may unravel all of reality. A hard-hitting Marvel Comics police drama with hammers. Lots and lots of hammers. Out in trades this week, we have Amazing X-Men Volume 3 Once and Future Juggernaut trade paperback. When the Gem of Sidorak reappears, seeking to create a new avatar, none hear its call more than those who have previously housed the power of the unstoppable Juggernaut, Cain Marko and Colossus. But they aren't the only ones hunting for the gem. Can the X-Men find it before it's too late? And can Colossus resist the temptation of Sidorak's power? Unstoppable takes on a whole new meaning as Sidorak's gem is finally located. The Juggernaut rises and the X-Men fall. Has the Juggernaut returned? Is this the last stand of Colossus? Plus, a death in Storm's family sends the X-Men to Africa. And as Axis inverts the X-Men, Annihalation's deepest fears are unleashed on the streets of New York City, and Nightcrawler and Mystique's relationship reaches a boiling point. Collects Amazing X-Men number 13 through 19 in annual number 1. Next, we have Annihilation Conquest Omnibus hardcover. In the aftermath of the Annihilation War, a devastated galaxy struggles to rebuild. The Nova Corps is destroyed, leaving only Richard Rider, who will rise to guard the galaxy from the threat of Ultron. When the Kree homeworld is invaded by the techno-organic phalanx, Star-Lord must lead a ragtag team into battle behind enemy lines with the lineup that includes Mantis, Bug, Groot, and Rocket Raccoon. Meanwhile, the new Quasar seeks a mysterious savior, and Nova and Gamora are taken over by the Phalanx. Who is the haunted loner called Wraith? Can the New Mutants Warlock free Nova? And what are Ultron and the Phalanx really after? Collects Nova number 1 through 12 in annual number 1, Annihilation Conquest Prologue number 1, Annihilation Conquest Star-Lord 1 through 4, Annihilation Conquest Quasar 1 through 4, Annihilation Conquest Wraith 1 through 4, Annihilation Conquest 1 through 6, and Annihilation Saga. We've also got Avengers Time Runs Out Volume 4 premiere hardcover. For Earth's mightiest heroes in the Illuminati, it all ends here. After 2 years of carefully crafting his cataclysmic saga, writer Jonathan Hickman jumps ahead 8 months to the grand finale, the honest-to-goodness immediate future of the Marvel Universe, and the day of the final incursion. The Illuminati's desperate, world-destroying actions have fragmented the Avengers, turning lifelong friends into sworn foes. But as the final incursion looms, will the Avengers, Illuminati, and Cabal band together to save what they can, or destroy one another? And have all the battles they've endured and the sacrifices they've made prepared either group for the inevitable moment when their time runs out and the secret wars begin? The final act of the astonishing climax to Jonathan Hickman's legendary run is here. Collects Avengers 43 and 44 and New Avengers 31 through 33. Next, we have Captain America and the Mighty Avengers Volume 1 Open for Business trade paperback. Sam Wilson is Captain America, and when he assembles the Mighty Avengers, he has a whole new mission in mind for Earth's mightiest heroes. But the events of Axis might spell doom for the team's new direction, as the inverted Cap and Iron Man soon declare war on the team. Meanwhile, why is Luke Cage meeting with the notorious Cortex Corporation? Will Spider-Man be able to rejoin the group after his recent actions? As Power Man and White Tiger investigate Gideon Mace's brutal murder, Cortex finally drops the mask and shows the existential horror of its true face. Captain America and the Mighty Avengers must come together to fight a nightmare battle on the edge of infinity. What strange horrors lurk on the outside? Collecting Captain America and the Mighty Avengers number 1 through 7. We've also got Captain America Epic Collection Volume 16 Streets of Poison trade paperback. Captain America joins the war on drugs. When Cap targets the gang that's selling the new designer narcotic ice, he receives an accidental overdose that combines with the super soldier serum in his blood. Left permanently enraged, a volatile shield slinger finds himself in the middle of a street war between the Red Skull and the Kingpin. With deadly villain Crossbones and Bullseye on each side, Cap will need to rely on his friends. But when the ice-induced rage is alienating from allies like Daredevil and the Black Widow, and even his girlfriend, Diamondback, Steve must get free free of the powerful drug, but it will come at a cost. Will he be fit to celebrate his 50th anniversary, or to face the Serpent Society, the Watchdogs, and Iron Man? Collecting Captain America number 372 to 386 and annuals number 9 and 10. Next, we have Fantastic Four Volume 4, The End is Fourever trade paperback. The internet-wrecking end of the Fantastic Four is here. As the hunt for Reed Richards and the missing Future Foundation kids continues, the mastermind behind everything unveils his ultimate plan, but how does young Franklin Richards factor in? The Quiet Man's invasion of Earth begins, using the creatures from the Franklinverse, as well as corrupted versions of the heroes from Heroes Reborn. Do the Fantastic Four have enough power to fight them on the streets of New York? Meanwhile, Sue, Namor, and Jim Hammond travel to the Franklinverse to combat this threat at its source, but find a nightmare scenario. Will the Thing survive the Twisted Heroes' worldwide assault? Will Johnny get his powers back? Will Reed and Sue be a family again? And how does all this add up to the end? Collecting Fantastic Four number 642 to 645 and material from Marvel's 75th anniversary celebration. We've also got Spider-Woman Volume 1 Spider-Verse trade paperback. Jessica Drew has been an agent of both S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.W.O.R.D., an Avenger, and more, but nothing could prepare her for the multi-dimensional insanity of Spider-Verse. A war is brewing and every spider character in the multiverse is a target, but being a target is something Jessica Drew just won't abide. She's a woman with a mission, and with Silk, the newest spider on the block, at her side, she'll need to put all her training to the test if she wants to make it out of Spider-Verse alive. Now undercover in the most dangerous place in the multiverse, Spider-Woman is in the tightest spot she's ever been in. What if even succeeding with her mission means her death? And can Silk handle a solo mission? Plus Spider-Woman's classic debut. Collect Spider-Woman number 1 through 4 and Marvel Spotlight number 32. And we've got X-Men The Hunt for Professor X trade paperback. Missing for months, Professor X seemingly returns and debuts a newer, even more different team of X-Men. But when this new group kidnaps Shadowcat, something seems off to the real X-Men. The truth will spark a globe-trotting hunt for Charles Xavier, leading to a showdown with the reformed, but far from reformed, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and revealing the menace of Cerebro. But for the children of the Atom to survive, must Professor X die? Plus Gambit's back, but so is the Juggernaut. Meanwhile, Colossus has a ghostly Christmas, Kitty Pryde and Marrow play cat and mouse with the terrorist Flag Smasher, and the X-Men find themselves trapped in the land of epic fantasy. Collecting Uncanny X-Men number 360 to 365, X-Men 80 through 84 and 1/2, and X-Men Unlimited number 22. Alright, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagram to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.